All right, y'all, we are live. We are live. Man, I thought it wasn't gonna happen today, guys. Had some technical difficulties, but man, here we are live. Shout out to everybody in the chat right now. Shout out to Matt Hatter. He's here. Pump it, baby. Guys, we are getting a little pump right now from this little range that we were in, coming back to back test the POC. Shout out to Rick Cogswell. What is going on, Rick? Shout out to Aditya Raj. What is going on? Short from 28,810 range. Nice, man. Nice. That's a good entry. That's a good entry. That is juicier than my entry. I am short from 28,797, baby. Shout out to J-Boy Bullish. Let's get these likes smashed. The pre-likes, of course, because I was a little bit late. $1,000 giveaway. Look, guys, if we can get 1,300 likes, we'll give away $1,000. Shout out to J-Boy Bullish. Shout out to Gazgano Operator. He says, what is up, y'all? Okay, he's using the J. Casper terminologies. Alright. Alright, guys, we are coming up to test the POC of the range. We need to be aware right now for Bitcoin that we do have a lot of liquidity above these highs. We could initiate a little pumperoni in queso to backtest the value area high of this range, all right? Shout out to J Rafix. Drafix, what is going on? Moon Chicken. Shout out to Moon Chicken. Shout out to Voltimir. We are live, baby. Shout out to Reza Crypto. Shout out to Trading Gold and Bitcoin. I'm all about gold and Bitcoin. Shout out to Tibor Kako. He says, hey, yo, on the beach. Man, I wish I was on the beach. Man, he says, why the HE double hockey sticks are we pumping? We're going to get into it, guys. We're going to talk about why we might be pumping here. I have a little theory. man. All right? HB, BBA, what is going on, brother? Shout out to My Crypto Goods in the chat. What is going on? Shout out to Audi Trades long from 28070. Shout out to JDJP. He says, yo to the effing yo. Why am I long? Man, I'm always long. I'm long. I'm short. Right here. I'm literally in 2 shorts and 1 long. I'm in a long scalp over yonder. I am also in other trades as well. So I'm in longs over here on good old MEXC, juicy swing trades, as well as shorts and longs over here on ZoomX. All right, I am always well positioned, my friend, because here's the thing with Bitcoin: you never know if it's gonna dump or if it's gonna pump, right? You just gotta take the trades as they come. Shout out to Jose Velasquez. Shout out to Drafix long, baby. Where's my stop loss on that long? My stop loss is at the entry, my friend. My stop loss is always at the entry. Always at the entry. Yeah, you can't see it here because it's hiding behind the entry. So all you whales out there trying to stop hunt me, it's behind the entry, baby. Right? And we might hit it because we got some other targets as well to the downside. All right, let's take a look. This might be the top locally here. This might be the top locally. Okay. Guys, if we can get 1,300 likes, we'll be giving away $1,000. Shout out to Mr. Future. We'll take the liquidity at 27,300 in my opinion. Well, if we do that, my friend, I think things will get a little bit more bearish. Long on Pepe. Shout out to James Roy. Long on PP Coin. Right. Shout out to Cool Mallard. And shout out to Coin25. Alrighty. Shout out to Crypto Carnage in the chat. Guys, it's about to get real in here, okay? It's about to get real. As we're waiting for some people to pop in here, we're going to be diving into the analysis. We are going to be diving in deep to the analysis here, guys, because like I said, I think things are going to start popping off. We're going to start to see things popping off. All right, it's gonna get insane, right? Bitcoin is tradable once again. Shout out to Dylan Waves. He says, this range has been nice trading so far. Shout out to Lil Trailblazer X. Guys, don't let the like button get into a bear market. Long on Loom. Shout out to Divine Hood. Shout out to Crypto Carnage once again. Shout out to BG. Sold the top of last night's pump the moment I got home from fishing. That's legit, my friend. I actually did take a TP there as well. I took a little TP at the top of that. Right here. For a little TP, and I did get in the CDW as well, short. So yeah, let's see what happens, man. Let's see what happens. Schlong it, baby. All right. Should we start with ETH? Nah, I think we'll start with Bitcoin, then we'll take a look at ETH. All right. Shout out to Mastermind Infinite. Shout out to the Casper crew. Shout out to Prolific Joints. Shout out to Machu Picchu. Is it too late to long? Well, here's the thing. We got a pretty nice. We actually did get a pretty nice scalp entry here, and I personally would not long. I would not. So basically, for me, the only reason I longed this here is if we get a retracement with some kind of confirmation down to the golden pocket, maybe we could take a long, right? If we get something down into this zone, maybe, right? But we haven't even taken out these highs yet. So for me, I would never long here right now, never. But for me, the reason why I took a long here is because we had this low, right? We got a little bounce. Then it was resistance, and then we flipped it into support. So I got in a really good risk-reward ratio. Little scalp, long into support resistance flip. As soon as we bounced from it, stop loss under the low. And I think I shot for my first TP at this last little high right here. So that's a 4-to-1 risk-reward ratio. 50% out. That's a 2-to-1 right there on that little tiny 0.47% move, baby. So I would wait for lower, just to be honest. In fact, maybe we'll get lower during this stream. So let's kind of talk about what's happened with Bitcoin right now. All right, we're going to start on the 1 hour time frame. Guys, we've been trading this little range here, okay? And the main thing that really sticks out to me about this range is if we take away this crazy wick from Monday, right? If we just scribble this out here, this thing so far has not yet changed into bearish market structure. And in fact, we can go all the way back to the beginning of the week and see that basically we made a low, high, slightly higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. And we haven't even broken the most recent higher low. There's absolutely nothing necessarily bearish about this right now. We are consolidating. If we take away the wick, honestly, we could even say that we are in somewhat of an ascending channel here, okay? Somewhat of an ascending channel, right? A bull flag? I don't know. I'm not going to use that terminology, guys, okay? But this is very curious to me. It's very curious to me because, as we know, as I said, as I've been saying, when we shorted, right? We did take a short from the high, right? After we grabbed the liquidity from these highs, I absolutely did take that short because I've been waiting for it for 25 years, all right? Literally since August, we've been waiting for this level to get taken, right? So I had to take the short, but there is still room here on the daily time frame for more upside. The 4-hour market Cipher B did not print a bearish divergence, right? For a really good swing top, we typically would want to see the 4-hour time frame have a higher momentum wave and then a lower momentum wave. That's like a swing trade confirmation, right? Look at this, all right? We come up here. This is Bitcoin's high at 31, all right? The short setup we gave in the Casper crew from 31,756. Look at market Cipher B on the 4-hour, guys. Momentum waves getting lower. money flow getting lower. That's like Swing Short Central. All right, that was my favorite TV station growing up, Swing Short Central. That was my high school, Swing Short Central High. All right, we don't see any of that stuff here, right? We want to see Sam Bankman-Fried hanging upside down by his knees, uneven man boobs, getting lower over time as the price is getting higher into key resistance. But what do we see here? We don't really see that, okay? We don't really see that. So I'm being a little bit cautious right now with my bearishness, and I'm being a little bit cautious right now with my bullishness. All right, so right now on Bitcoin, there's two major things I'm personally looking out for. All right, numero uno is this. All right, we have a pretty juicy level of support below these lows. It's the value area low of this mini range that we've been trading now for 2 days. And if we just draw a line here around 28K, we're gonna make it thick and white. All right, shout out to my wife, Big Butts 28. I like my lines on the chart the way I like my women. All right, white and thick. Now we're gonna zoom out here to the daily and check this out, guys. Right, check this out. If we go ahead and we just pull a fixed range in this zone right here. All right, sorry, not that zone here. This zone right here. We can see that this is the high volume node of the massive range, okay? So just below us, we have the value area low of the mini range. And it's the same exact thing as the high volume node of this massive range, all right? In addition, if we pull a fib from the low to the high, we go ahead and we turn on our trace ocho dos. It's also the 382 fib from the last low to the last high. If this is going to continue bullishly, we would expect $28,000 to hold, 27.8-ish to 28K. It's a zone, right? When you have a thick white line on the chart, it's a big zone, right? It takes up a few dollars, right? A big thick line takes up a few dollars. It's going to have to pay for an extra seat on an airplane, if you know what I'm talking about. Now, again, just based on the candle closes, right? Let's go to a line chart, right? We're going to go to a line chart. We're going to take off our thick white lines. Okay, just look at this now, all right? Just look. Low, high, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low, higher, high. Higher, low, higher, high. We have a support resistance flip, guys, right here at 28K. All right, support resistance flips. If we can hold 28K, I do think we could see Bitcoin get another big push to the upside. Another thing to keep in mind here is the fact that on Coinbase, all right, on Coinbase, we never took that liquidity, right? We never took the liquidity. What do I mean? We check out the candle chart again. 30,440, that was the liquidity that we grabbed on the derivative exchanges on Coinbase, right? We're gonna make this line thick and green, all right? I like my lines the way I like my women, all right? Now, we never took that liquidity. We could very well see another move to the upside. Now, on the other side of that Bitcoin, so 28K. My point here is $28,000 is extremely important right now, guys. It's extremely important right now. And we can go to a macro time frame and see how important it is, but we can also just go literally to the 15-minute time frame, all right? And just see that 28K is literally the value area low of our local range. And we know there's a lot of stop losses here because a lot of people probably longing this, hoping for higher. We just get a stop hunt, bam, and then boom, right? Market Cipher B on the 24-minute, getting higher over time, giving us the bullish wait, that's the bearish. Giving us the bullish, I don't have the picture, huh? I don't have the bullish Sam Bankman-Fried man boot pattern? Damn, I'm gonna have to talk to my producer. I'm gonna have to talk to my screenwriter. Man, my screenwriter's slacking up in here. Let's see here. Aha. Giving us the bullish Sam Bankman-Fried man boot pattern up in here, all right? And that could actually be the catalyst that leads to another push to the upside. All right, now the second thing that we need to be aware of is the fact that Bitcoin did indeed put in a pretty significant high. In fact, it's been the granddaddy master plan for a long time. And you guys know that I have been planning, literally, for months, for a giant head and shoulders to print on this chart, bringing us down much lower, right? We've been looking for this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's right. Head and shoulders, you count to 6. A lot of people don't know that, but 6, that's the number, man. You got to count to 6. If you're not counting to 6, your trade will get nixed. Okay? And this would be where we would reject from, right? The Fibonacci golden pocket. So on the other side of the Bitcoin, there's a very real chance that this could play out, right? We can't know yet. We have to watch and wait and see what happens in our 15-minute range. If we break to the upside in our 15-minute range, then we really need to be aware of the Fibonacci golden pocket 786 retracement coming in right around here, around 30K, 29.5 to 30K. This is going to be a crucial level, because if we start to get a move up, you can rest assured people are going to start getting very bullish. Oh my goodness. Bitcoin's breaking out of a bull flag. Okay, now if this happens, then we need to watch with our eyes peeled like a banana, like a real ripe banana, the kind where the peel just falls off. It's a little bit brown and mushy. Because if we see bearish divergences here, right? Let's say we get up here and our 1 hour time frame is giving us something like this. All right. This is, medically speaking, the bearish Sam Bankman-Fried blue pattern. All right, that's what it says in the scientific literature, at least. We need to be aware of that, guys, because that could really be a sign that this is not going to keep pumping. All right. Not only that, but our green box. Remember how the point of control of the range, the macro point of control, is 28K, right? We have these local levels that are also macro levels. So this is local, val, and macro POC, right? Well, guess what? This box right here is the macro value area high. All right, so let's check this out. If we go to a massive time frame, all right, let's go now to like the 2-day. All right, we take a look at all the volume that we've traded since spring of 2022. Would you look at that? All right, we got to go actually to a lower time frame to see it more clearly. Hang on, we gotta tweak this a little bit. Wait a second, guys. I'm making a fool out of myself here on the internet. Literally just this morning, the value area high was a little bit higher than this. What the heck? What the heck? Huh? Hang on. Maybe it's the wrong value area high. Yeah, it's the wrong value area high, guys. All right, I'm talking about this value area high right up here. All right, it's a little bit different than I remember it also. So here I am making a fool out of myself on the internet. But nonetheless, I would say it's pretty close. It's pretty close. Our green box is pretty close to that value area high. The golden pocket, the 786. And if we are going to get a bearish backtest, it is going to be from this box, all right? Even if I don't know what I'm talking about, which I don't, which is a good reason to remember this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm a sweaty guy in a treadmill, in a tank top, all right? So please. But yeah, if we're going to get a bearish backtest, guys, 29.5 to 29.9-ish, that's going to be where it's going to be, right? That's going to be where it's going to be. If we get bearish divs into this box, bam, okay? If we get bullish divs into this line, boom. So we have a nice little area here where we can be looking for Bitcoin to make a move, all right? This is it. This is it. All right, Bitcoin. This box is going to decide whether or not this is a massive diamond reversal pattern on the daily time frame to bring us all the way back down to negative $27,000 Bitcoin. Or is this a bull flag about to break out to a $500 million Bitcoin? It happens within this box. Come on, Bitcoin. What's it going to be? Come on. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, come on. What's it going to be? What's the market maker going to do? The market maker wants to entice the retail trader to FOMO long. Meanwhile, the market maker's building his shorts. Happy days. Mad love and respect to you. Shout out to Tino from Traders Reality. All right? So that's pretty much it for Bitcoin, guys. All right? And here's the reason why we're, in my opinion, I want to talk about why I think we're getting a bounce from this low right now. All right. This entire time, we have been basically trading this trend line, right? So we literally just got a fake out of the trend line. That's why we're getting the bounce, right? Everybody was waiting for lower, including myself. Everybody's waiting to grab this liquidity here, right, at 28K. What do? We get a fake out of the trend line, break down, come up, back test. So that's why I took a little long scalp there. Let's check in on the long, see how she's doing. She's doing pretty much the same as she was. Not much of a difference, all right? Not much of a difference. Shout out to Radar Apologetics. He says, spit some bars. Bro, I need some kind of a beat. This isn't really a bar spitting beat right here. You know, shout out to Radar Apologetics. God bless you, man. Did I see the price difference with Bitcoin wick on Binance versus Bybit? Oh yeah, I mean, it was in a crazy way. Now here's something else about Bitcoin. All right, well, oh, I did this. Whoa. Shout out to my Illuminati handlers up in here. They're telling me what to say. I got the teleprompter over there. The MK Ultra might wear off a little bit if somebody says the wrong thing in the chat. What was I talking about? Sorry, the MK Ultra had a little glitch. Shout out to Splashfire Films. Oh yeah, I know what I was gonna say. Shout out to Sudeep holding it down with the wrench. All right, I know what I was gonna say. Okay, here's what I was gonna say. The wicks on Bitcoin have not, the big wicks have not been equal on exchanges. All right, the pivotal low that Bitcoin got down here, okay, Bybit took that low. Coinbase did not take this low, all right? Bybit took the low from June 12th. Coinbase did not take the low. Bybit took the highs from the end of August. Coinbase did not take the highs. So Coinbase technically, oh man, we have to watch how this monthly candle closes on Coinbase, guys, because Coinbase technically could close a bullish monthly candle. You know, if this thing closed, I mean, we could technically, if we're closing back up above, you know, 31, if we're closing above 30,700 on the month of October, that is a bullish candle, and Coinbase never made a lower low, right? Technically, right here, Coinbase made a higher low, and then of course, as soon as this happens, you know, you guys know, I've already got the thumbnail ready for the breakout of this bull flag. All right, this is the thumbnail I'm going to use. The title is Bitcoin Breakout. All right, and I'm going to put a little picture also in the thumbnail, looking like this. Let's see here. I can't find what I'm looking for, guys. I don't even know how to use TradingView. This is not financial advice, okay? I don't know how to use TradingView. This is not financial advice. Bam! All right. Bitcoin going straight to 56,512, baby, on Coinbase.com. All right. That's what could happen here. Bitcoin's struggling. Bitcoin got the strugs. Bitcoin has the strugs right now with this little pump here. We're at the point of control of the range. Okay. Shout out to Manuel Pompia. CBD doing some crazy things. Monday. Yeah. Shout out to Creighton C. Shout out to Beer Cure VOR. Okay, man. This dude always talks about pleasuring himself with the hands. All right. It's interesting, my friend. Dono Crypto, how do you make yourself take profits and not look at them? That's what happened to me yesterday. Oh, you just got to take profits, man. You just got to take profits and then take partials, bro. You got to take partials. I've already hit 2 partials on this long stop loss to entry, so who cares? You know, just set them along the way up. And then it is what it is, man. We're about to hit another one right now. Come on, Bitcoin. We gonna dump? No, we gonna pump. All right, let's pop back over to the charts. We're gonna set some alerts on Bitcoin. We're gonna take a look at some other assets here. We're gonna go to our 15-minute. We're gonna go to our 12-minute, the Jason Casper special time frame. All right, we're gonna delete our thick white women, and we're gonna put this back on the chart. All right, guys. So here's the thing. We're at the POC of the range. If we can reclaim POC, we are going right up to the VA. All right, the value area high, probably the golden pocket, 28,663, which is why I've got a TP set at 28,650 right below to front run the golden pocket. If we're gonna reclaim that POC, you guys know how it be. All right. So let's take a look at some other assets here. We'll take a look at good old Ethereum. All right, good old Ethereum here. Ethereum, look at this. Look at ETH. Pretty much, not much has changed in the last 24 hours here. All right, not much has changed here. So ETH got a little dip down actually yesterday, and we got a little bounce. We got a bounce from, if we just take a look at this, the high volume node of this little area here, okay? Front running the value area low of the range. Now, keep in mind, this is Monday's wick on ETH up here. We wicked up to 1642, right? We basically just took the liquidity back here from October. Some of it, not all of it. So here's the thing with ETH, right? We are currently, let's remove this for a second, trading in this sideways range. We have come back down into the range. We have rejected now from the point of control, which means it is probable that we come down to the low of the range around 1545. Now, I like 1545 for ETH for a potential long because I kind of like what I see here, right? We were in a local downtrend on ETH, right? Ever since October 1st, the 1st of October. You guys remember October 1st? All right, we made our high, we made our lower high, our lower low, right? And now for the first time, we have made a higher high, right? We've taken out the previous lower high and we made a higher high, forming a really nice sideways range, forming a really nice rounded bottom. All right, some people would call this rounded bottom an upside down head and shoulder, right? Breakout and a retest, breakout, retest, boom. Okay, bullish bottom, a bullish bottom, head and shoulder. And if we take our fib from the low to the high, what do we see? We see something very juicy. Lots of liquidity being built up under these lows. And then we have a beautiful value area low, 786, kind of liquidity grab zone of support just below that. All right. So if this is going to continue to the upside for Ethereum, well, man, you're daggone sure that your boy's going to be interested as heck, all right, in coming down to this 1540-ish zone for a bounce to come in and then make another higher high, right? That is kind of what I'm looking at. And then if we do that, my target for that idea, all right, it's not financial advice, simply just an idea, would be around 1676. All right, that was the year that George Washington's great-grandmother sewed a blanket with the cherry tree on it that he didn't cut down, and his wooden teeth were crafted from the brewery that Sam Adams makes whiskey in. The reason why we are targeting this area is because it is the macro golden pocket from the October 1st high. All right, and this is a great place for a retrace down here at the bottom of the range. Right, when we zoom out, we can see ETH is simply just trading a sideways range. All right, trading a sideways range. We are basically looking for a move back up to the top of the range. Beautiful confluence with the Fibonacci golden pocket. And the reason why I would look for a short from here is because, yes, locally down here we have bullish market structure telling us we can look for a bullish retest. But here we have bearish market structure. We made our high, and then we made our low, which technically has taken out this previous low. So now potentially we look for a lower high and take it down yonder. And honestly, if we're going to be looking at Ethereum on a higher term time frame, it does look bearish just based on the market structure. All right, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news here. Okay, I'm not trying to be bearish. People get upset when you're bearish on crypto. I get comments on people every day from people. They say, Jason, I hate crypto bears. All right, well, look at this, guys. All right, let's just look at this. We have come to the top of a macro range. We have made a high, a low, a lower high, a lower low, a lower high. It only makes sense that the trend is our friend until the end of the trend. Okay, and value area low of the range is coming in around 1380. Macro golden pocket. Okay, am I saying that's going to happen? No, but we're not here. All right, we're not. This YouTube video is not about you hodlers out there, you Solana soldiers, you XRP armies. All right, you ADA gang people who just hodl and hodl and hodl. This video is for traders, man. We trade. We don't care if it goes up. We don't care if it goes down. All right, we're here to hodl. Right, we're here to make a quick buck. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, we're bullish on crypto for the next 2 years, but for the next 2 days, who cares? Right? Man, I'm about to drink some of this high fructose corn syrup. I usually don't drink high fructose corn syrup, but my Illuminati handlers are making me do it. Yeah, they're making me do it because they know I'm a real big influencer. I'm gonna influence everyone else to do it too, and then everyone will be fat and sick. Love me some high fructose. All right, let's see how's Bitcoin doing. Pumping, baby. Bitcoin's pumping, baby. And you can see I've got some TP set on this long, baby. All right, I've got some TP set on this long. Okay, shout out to the chat. All right. The golden bull run is imminent. Yeshua is Messiah. Amen to that. All right, 2x isn't a flex in crypto. Man, a 2x, that's a victory. 2x is a victory. If you drink Mexican Coke, you get pure cane sugar. Nope. I only drink the best Coke from the best country in the world, the good old United States of America. We're too good for that cane sugar. You know? If drinking soda is your worst vice, you're doing pretty good. Shout out to Sudeep. What's a reasonable amount to start trading? I'd say $100 is a reasonable amount to start trading and learning. Man, we just hit a take profit up in the house, baby. Look, we just grabbed these highs. All right, this could be the top now because we've just done a liquidity grab of these highs. All right, we've done a liquidity grab of these highs. Let's zoom in. Let's see, are we going to lose the level? All right, are we going to lose the level? It is very key. If this is the POC, baby. Uh-oh, CDW. Oh no. Let's check out how Market Cipher's looking here, guys. Hurry on over to Market Cipher. We gotta hurry on over. Hang on, gotta switch the window. Boom. All right, let's check it out. We're coming up to the POC of the range. All right, we're gonna do some analysis on the fly, guys. All right, 1 hour green dot of printing. Stretch out the range, baby. All right, we're just below VWAP, guys. We're just below VWAP. VWAP could actually make a good short, I'll be honest. All right, do we have bearish divs? No. Money flow crossing on the 6. Let's go to the Uno minute. Slight bearish divs here. Money flow and momentum. This could be a retrace, guys. Just to clarify, look at this. We just grabbed the... Hang on, let me change this thick green trend line here to more of a thin green trend line. Okay. We just grabbed the liquidity from these highs. An immediate reversal. That is called a chicken's drinking water. All right, and look at this. Bearish divergences. That's why we hit a TP at that place, guys. That's why we hit a TP on that long trade. All right. So, let's actually do some very local analysis here on this very tiny range. If we're going to continue up from here, we are going to look for a move down to the value area low, golden pocket. All right. That is what we would look for. That is what we would look for. That could be a long opportunity here. I wouldn't say it's the best one. We're on the 1 minute time frame in a tiny little range in a downtrend. All right, in a larger downtrend. But if we're going to continue up from here, it's going to be from this zone. All right, we're losing value area high. We're probably going to come down to value area low. All right, let's see what happens. I'm not taking any trades here, guys. I just took a profit on a long here. I don't plan to short this. All right, I don't plan to short this. If we dump from here, I have a TP on my short set just at the low of the range. Okay, 28063 is the TP on the short that White Phoenix gave in the VIP live stream for Asia Open last night. All right. So let's see what happens. Okay. Okie dokie. Or as Mama Casper would say, okie dokie, pokey mokey. Does anybody else's mom say that? Only super white moms say that. All right, my mom is super white. Even though she's Cuban, she was raised pure white. All right. All right, my grandfather didn't pass on the Cuban to my mom. All right. She was 100% Blanco to the point where she would say okie dokie pokey mokey. All right. We're at the POC of the range, CDW. This is clear resistance. All right. To the upside, guys. Let's readjust the fib. Let's readjust our fib here. Yeah, I'd say, honestly, to the upside, I'd still look to short this box here, and I'm definitely looking to long this box here, all right? That's kind of what I'm looking at for the corn. Let's take a look at some other stuff here. Take a look at good old Sol. Hopping aboard the Sol train, baby. The Sol train. Man, this is so on the daily. Like I said, I am not a fan of this. I am not a fan of this chart. I don't really think this looks bullish. All right. I do not think this looks bullish at all. I know this is a bullish pattern, an ascending triangle, but this is not bullish to me at all because we don't have the bullish divergences at this bottom here, really. We don't really have that. We do a little bit, but the money flow is not so good, and you would really want to see that on the weekly. On the weekly, this looks pretty dang ugly. I need to see some kind of change of market structure for Sol, right? I need to see us take this high, and then I would look for a retest. Right? If I was going to start to like buy Sol on spot, I shouldn't say on spot. I have a lot of Sol on spot. If I was going to look for a swing trade on Sol, I would look for this. Right? I would look for this. If I was going to look for like a low leverage, like 1x, 2x swing trade, my stop loss would only have to be down here at negative 21,991. That's a pretty good risk to reward ratio right there. Only a 158% move to the downside. Okay? And if you don't know that that's sarcasm, you definitely should not be trading, all right? But yeah, I would be looking for something like this, a breakout and then a retest to show that what used to be resistance is now support, right? Something like this. Yeah. That's what I would look for on the higher term time frames. Let's go into the low. Or let's get into the down low here and see what we got, all right? We're gonna go down to the 2 hour on Sol. See what's happened in the past few days here. Nothing really, man. Nothing too much. All right. Nothing really at all. Sol has done nothing all week. All right. We're basically trading this range here. And so locally, I would say this for Sol, there's two areas of support that I would actually look for a local long. Here's why I would look for a local long. This structure to me does look bullish, all right, on the lower term time frames. This looks bullish to me, and I'll tell you why. All right, it's a very nice bottom. All right, we have our base, we have our deviation, then we have the retest of the base. All right, that's a really nice bottom. Plus, we have the bullish divergences down here as we made that bottom. And so there's two juicy areas of support that I would actually look for a scalp or day trade. Number one, it could not be more obvious that our support resistance flip at the value area low of the range, the golden pocket. Okay, that's a juicy area. In fact, if someone told me you only get to make one Sol trade, all right? If someone said you have to sell your Sol, I would sell my Sol right now, and I would buy it back down here because this is support, all right? And we're at the top of the range. And so, yeah, I'd be looking for something like this, honestly. I think this is a nice opportunity. Honestly, I'd say that's a pretty nice opportunity. A riskier trade, but a lower time frame trade would be this on the 30-minute. We've got ourselves a nice range here on the 30-minute. All right, let's just kind of look at this. All right, on the 30. Let's go ahead and get our fixed range out. I was gonna say if we took out this low here. Yeah. If we take out the low into the POC with a bullish divergence, that could also make for like a local scalp trade. If we're just going to continue in this range here before we head down, this could actually make for another little long, and then eventually we would want to come back down to our juicier zone of support, right? We've got intermediate support at the POC around 23.30, and then we've got juicier support around 22.437. All right. Bitcoin is holding its own. All right. Bitcoin is holding its own here. My schlong trade, guys, is also holding its own. All right. We are long. This is a compounded long here from 27.744. Got my TP set along the upside. Short from 28.797. Got the TP set at the low of the range. Then I'm in that juicy swing short from 31.100 on MEXC, baby. MEXC, ZoomX, and BingX. All right, so we are getting a little bit of a move to the downside on the Bitcoin long here. All right, we're getting a little bit of a move down here on the Bitcoin long. I am going to cancel this TP. All right, I'm just gonna close a little bit more out of the trade now. I'm just going to close a little bit more out now. All right, let's see. Because this is resistance. Yeah, let's do that. Trading fee, $9. All right, we'll do it. We will do it. What's the max I got here? All right. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. We'll do this. Boom. All right. All right. I've taken now, I think 4 partials here. This trade. And now we're at resistance. We're going to head back down. If I get stopped out, it will be at my entry, guys. All right. And if I get stopped at the entry, I will be looking for a long from lower. But we also cannot be mistaken. Not mistaken. What's the word? We have to basically understand that we have supports still down below. Right? We have supports down below us, all right, that we can look for as well, right? Shout out to everybody in the live stream, man. We got 700 people in here, only 300 likes, guys. You know what it does to a man's self-esteem, man. Shout out to Gecko. Am I crazy, says Gecko, or is this a crazy bearish divergence forming on the 1-day time frame for Bitcoin? Well, my friend, you are not crazy. In fact, you are the opposite of crazy. right? Whatever the opposite of crazy is, I don't know. But yeah, check it out. Bitcoin on the day. Let's go to the daily. Look at that market Cipher B. Potential. Massive bear div, yes. But here's the thing about it. It still has room to the upside, my friend. And that money flow, right? It really depends what happens. If we hold 28K, man. If we hold 28K. Man, the high fructose corn syrup is really getting me all giddy, right? That is some good high fructose corn syrup. I wish I had a little shot of GMO soy oil with it, but I don't. Have to head out to a restaurant to get that. Right, let's see. Shout out to Singularity. Can we look at Loom? Yes. Yes. Yes, he's sane in the membrane. He's not crazy. He is sane in the membrane. Oh, did we hit the VWAP? Let's check out the WAP. That's the weekly VWAP. The daily VWAP's a little bit higher. So yeah, let's keep our eyes on daily VWAP. Maybe we actually get a short scalp from daily VWAP. That would be the juice. Right? That would be the juice. Yeah, that would be the juice. Yeah, let's take a look at Loom, because every time I try and do something, I get a notification from MEXC that says, Loom pumped 27,000%. Loom dumped 53,521%. Trade now. Loom pumped 93,725%. Loom dumped. Yeah, look at Loom. Would you look at this chart? Shout out to whoever made life-changing money on this, man. All right? Shout out to whoever made life-changing money on this. I wish I had looked at it before. Alright, but that's not how I roll. You know, I eke out those 0.5% gains, baby. Those 0.5%, man, making the bread and butter. These 70%, come on. Ain't got time for that. Alright, so here's what I see here, guys, for Loom. Dang it, you know what I was hoping for, right? This is log scale. I was hoping that was going to be a golden pocket. That would have been the juice. But it's not a golden pocket, all right? That would have been, I would have limit ordered that, honestly, and just went for it with good risk management. All right, so let's take a look here. What's the Loom up to these days? Nothing good, guys. Loom is just dumping like a wild woman drinking high fructose corn syrup. A little squirt of graphene. Oh, I don't think I can say this word, Jeff. But yeah, I need some of this stuff with my high fructose corn syrup as well. Yep, some of that stuff as well. Just a little squirt of it. Shout out to Dono Crypto. If it's sitting at the point of control on the 15-minute, think it will bounce or go down. Well, the point of control is literally the fairest price, right? So, unless there's a confluence there, and we're coming down to it, yeah, I would always look for a bounce there. But it depends on the context. It honestly depends on the context. The POC, that's like the fairest value there is, right? So you're basically buying at fair value. VAL and VAH are better places to look for a trade. But if there's a golden pocket there, or if it's a very high time frame POC, that's where you want to be looking. Lower time frame POCs, I don't like to trade them. right? If it's like from the day or the past 2 days, I don't like to trade. If it's like a week, and it's like a golden pocket and a daily, then now you're talking, my friend. Now you're talking. All right, so this is Loom on the daily. I have to say that I like this. If I just looked at the chart, I would say this is the zone. This is the zone that I would like to see here. I would like to take these lows into the green box. Let's go to the weekly. I mean, that looks really nice to me on the weekly. That is a support resistance flip, guys. All right, on the 2-day, that is a beautiful support resistance flip. I like it. I like it. I don't know if we're going to get it. All right, this is Binance. This is Scam Nance. Let's go to a different exchange here. Let's go to MEXC. Yeah, MEXC has it too. MEXC has it too. Oh, wow. MEXC has some other... Wow, MEXC! With the history, baby! Wow. Okay, well, now we got a little bit more to work with, man. Shout out to MEXC holding it down with the SH coins over here. The best deal on fees. Maker fee 0%, taker fee 0.01%. All right. All right, let's go to MEXC. And let's take a look at all the volume here. That made me spit out my high fructose corn syrup, alright? Oh man, that's funny. Alright, hang on. Okay, it's really hard to find like a confluence on this chart, you know, right? So if anybody's watching, this is not meant to be taken super seriously, because coins like this, you're essentially gambling, right? We don't know what the heck this thing is gonna do. We don't know. See, here's something else that we don't know. We don't even know where the bottom is, right? Because we're dumping like crazy. So there's really no good trades to take right now unless we start to form a clear bottom. In which case, if we want to short, then we look for a retest, right? So if this really is, let's say we bottom out here. If we bottom out here, because this is so bearish, I would look to short this area right here, right? A support resistance flip. We couldn't even retest that on the way down. This is so bearish right now looking, I mean. But yeah, if we start to get a bounce, which money flows coming low, I would be looking for shorts on this, honestly. Like if someone had a gun to my head, or if I was on Trade Wars, I would look for a short on this. But where the long would come in, it's tough, man. It's really tough. We don't have any fibs. We don't have any good levels here. You know, it's tough. All right, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't even. I don't even know how I would approach this, to be honest with you. All right. Shout out to Crypto Rambler, a lifer here. Both you and Sam are the best. Great stuff. Thanks, bro. Can you look at UNFI? Yeah, I can look at UNFI. I could look at UNFI. Let's take a look. All right, we'll start on our weekly time frame as usual. Wow. What is that? Oh, it's the VWAP. All right, let's look at the volume. Okay, this is nice. This is nice. It's not as nice as I was hoping it would be. Let's mark out some zones of liquidity here. Got that. Let's go to the monthly, actually. Dang, man. That's a bummer. I was hoping we'd see something nice on the month. We don't see anything nice on the month here. Let's go back to the week. Okay, so did we have a bullish div here? You know. Let's go to a different exchange real quick. Okay, everyone has that scam link. Okay. All right, so this is the daily. We have changed market structure here on the daily. Man. All right, so we're at the high volume node of this smaller range here since we had that scam wick. It's also the Fibonacci golden pocket. But I don't see bullish divergence here. I do a little bit on the 4 hour. So this is a support with bullish divergence on the 4 hour. And it really does look like, we need to do some house cleaning here, right? It looks like we need to do some house cleaning here. What I mean by that is people have been putting their stops above the lower highs. We could very easily get a squizzle to the upside here, okay? The only problem is, I guess there's really no problem here. I mean, this could be a viable long setup here. The only thing I personally don't like about this is the fact that, yeah, I mean, really, if we lose this level, we could come much lower. So, I mean, we have a pretty clear invalidation, which is basically if we lose the golden pocket here. But the problem is, I don't really see any kind of I hate when that happens. What the heck is up with these stop losses, guys? I don't see an entry trigger here. We would need some kind of low time frame entry trigger. Did we get one? Okay, so here's what I would kind of wait for. Let's go to our 12-minute. Yeah. Okay, the 12-minute looks good, actually. The 12-minute actually looks good. This could be a really hard trade to get into, but we need some kind of entry trigger here. What I would like to see is maybe another low, and then some kind of a high and a retest, all right? We kind of are building a base right here, okay? If we get another low and we continue to have the bullish divergence, I mean, this is like a pig nipple forming here, all right? Pig nipples. Let's take a look here. Yeah, here we go, okay? The pig nipple divergences are forming here, you can see. Getting higher over time toward the rear of the pig until the price just kind of farts to the upside. We've got the pig nipples forming on Market Cipher B. Those little piglets are just looking to suck from the teat of infinite gains that little piggies get. And, sorry, I got a fly here. And yeah, so if we do that and then we start to make a little higher high here, right? And then we could look for the retest back at our base. Right around the golden pocket 786 zone. That's what I would want to see to get a real entry trigger. And the reason why is because we need a place to put our stop loss. Like if we're going to long this right now, we could say yes, we're at support, but where do we put our stop loss, right? Because we could very easily just come down for another low with more bullish divergences. We've been doing this the whole way. Lower low, lower low, lower low, lower low, lower low, lower low. Every time we're doing bullish dips. So how do we know when the low is in? Where do we put our stop? Right? If we long right here, I mean, literally, we wouldn't know where to put this stop. So we don't know what position size to use, right? But if we get some kind of clearly defined trigger, right? Like we take the low and then we retest our base. Well, now we know, stop loss goes below here. And we've made our first higher high, right? We've officially now changed market structure a little bit. And so we can say, okay, this could be the reversal, right? The pig niblet, we got the pig niblets, we got the lower low, we're retesting the base, we got the golden pocket. Now we know where to put our stop, okay? That's what I would be looking at with this thing. It's a little bit tough to say right now. We are at support, so now's the time to be looking for some kind of trigger. And if we don't get the trigger, then we could look for lower. But I'll be honest with you, this looks bullish. Like just zooming out, this is like a bull flag type thing, like a cup and handle looking thing, right? So yeah, I would wait for that trigger. Something else we could do is, if we don't get that trigger, just wait for the reclaim of the point of control, right? Just wait for the reclaim of the point of control. And then we could also look to retest the point of control. It's the same basic idea. Like if we never make another low and we just start reversing here, then just wait for some kind of a retest. And then you could say, okay, I'm going to long some kind of retest, stop loss here. And you could set your take profits to a new high, honestly, because we are simply trading a larger range. We're at the POC, so our first take profit would have to be at the value area high. So our first take profit would be 8.78 at the value area high, but then we should target the highs of this range around 1340. You know, that's what we should do. Shout out to Crypto Rambler for the super chat. Alrighty. Shout out to Mark Wahlberg, likes the analogies. Alright, KAS is pumping into the short of a decade. Let's check it out. Let's check out KAS. Oh my goodness. Yeah, oh man. Oh man. Alright, so KAS, like just based on this chart, this would be an amazing place to look for short, and this would be like, I would absolutely take this short. Very easy setup. If we pump up to one more high on KAS, and we get another drive of bearish div here with this money flow, that's definitely a short, man. That could be juicy. And stop loss would go, you'd have to wait until we lose the level. So you wait for a pump above the level, and then once we lose that level, you enter. Stop loss goes above the wick. And where would we take our profits? I don't even know what CAS is. Everyone talks about. Is this Casper coin? Yeah. Take profit 1 would be at the value area high. It's actually not that crazy. It's a 25% move, and then yeah, mate, why not shoot for the low of the range? A 70% move. Yeah, if we continue to see this bearishness here, we could expect another big dump. But historically speaking, these bear divs actually have not really played out, but this one is looking crazy. Let's go to the weekly. Wow. Yeah, we got a weekly bear div here. Yeah, I would be looking for the highs to be taken with continued bearish divergences, or just the golden pocket retest, because on the daily time frame here, guys, we have a market structure change. We have our high, our low, our lower high, our lower low. So if we come into the golden pocket 786, we look for the lower high, and then we look for that lower low. That's pretty juicy, actually. Yeah, that's looking good. Shout out to my man in the chat. LimeWire. He says, look at the 9-hour market Cipher B. Man, I don't have the 9. I don't ever look at the 9-hour. Let's check it out. Yep, there you go. The upside down Sam Bankman-Fried bearish man boob pattern. We might not make it up to that golden pocket, but if we do, it would be really, really nice. Shout out to everybody who liked the video. 700 people, 400 likes. Shout out to J-Boy Bullish. He used to be so degen on LimeWire. Downloading songs, staying up all night, trying to download the newest hits, right? And then you finally download it and it's the wrong song, you know? And your computer gets a virus. All right, shout out to Patrick Power. His wife is watching in the bath. Shout out to Patrick Power's wife in the bath. This is the cleanest TA, squeaky clean, perfect for bath time trading. I actually have to say I have never traded in the shower, but maybe I will start a new level of degen trading. All right. His wife is 95. Well, shout out to Patrick Power's wife who's 95. Man, I hope I'm still trading in the bathtub when I'm 95. Ah, J-Boy Bullish would download songs on LimeWire. Okay, I got you, J-Boy Bullish. I got you. Shout out to Voss Chomp. He says, best Discord group. Shout out to Splashfire Films. They spelled Casper wrong. I know, right? I know, right? All right. All right. Well, guys, gotta head out, man. I've got some business to attend. But God bless you all. Thank you so much for being here. We will be back. May the Lord bless you. May He protect you. May He shine light upon you. May He have grace upon you. And may He turn His face towards you and give you wholeness. In the name of Jesus, Yeshua, Messiah, and the God of the whole world, I do pray everybody is super blessed, even if you're not religious. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace!